Looking at A through G courses required for college applications, the first step is always high school graduation requirements because the high school graduation requirements are needed for graduating high school with a high school diploma, and these requirements may be different from college application. The second step is courses required for California Public University, which is any CSU or UC. Students must earn a C or higher in the course, and these are the A through G requirements in order to apply to be accepted to a four-year university that is a CSU or UC. Now, the third step is special, and it's for only some of our students. This is the IGETC, and this would be for students who are dual enrollment students that are either taking classes at one of our early college high schools, SOAR Lancaster or SOAR Palmdale, or they're dual enrollment students who are taking classes that are articulated through the college. These articulated classes are high school classes that count for both high school and college. So the student is taking a class typically on the campus, as in the high school campus, and this class at the end of the course will end up being a class that counts for the high school transcript and the college transcript. Another type of dual enrollment student is students who are taking classes through special admit at AVC's campus. So with that, the dual enrollment students are always working towards a pathway. This could be that they are taking a class that is a CTE, California Technical Education, that is helping them to earn certificates for their careers. Or this could be a student who is following the IGETC plan that is trying to apply to a four-year university or go to AVC and then transfer to a four-year university. So this video is specifically to help that student working with the IGETC. So let's go ahead and look at the IGETC. So this is the IGETC form. This one is old, so you definitely want to make sure that you go to your high school counselor to get the most up-to-date IGETC form, or you want to make sure that you are going to Antelope Valley College's website and pulling the most current IGETC. This IGETC, though, I'm just going to try to explain how the IGETC form works. So you'll notice that there are different areas, area 1, 2, 3, and so on, that students need to be able to fulfill the course requirements in order to be able to transfer to a four-year university or in order to get all their general education done. Now, if they take some of the classes at ABC and then they go and apply to a four-year university at the end of their high school, these classes, once they get their transcript from ABC and send it to the four-year university, these classes will transfer over and fulfill their general education requirements at the CSU or the UC. So let's look at area 1. For English communications, that is the area 1, you're going to see that there are two different areas set. A CSU is under there. There's 3 courses required. There's a minimum of 1 from group A, which is right here, the English composition, group B, which is critical thinking English composition, and group C, which is oral communication. For the CSUs, all 3 are required, 1 from each. For the UCs, 2 courses are required, minimum of 1 group A and B. So that would be the English composition and the critical thinking, not the oral communication. So from here out, you're going to go ahead and follow this and see where do you want to apply as a CSU or UC, and you can go ahead and fulfill those as you go. So if you look at Group A, English 101 is the required course, completed, in progress, or planned. And then English for Group B, you have selection that you can pick. You can either pick English 102 or 103, English 103, or Philosophy 201. And then you'll have the communications for Group C. And so that's the way it works for all of the rest of them. I'm going to explain like 2 or 3 more, and then I'm going to go into another area. So area 2, mathematic concepts and quantitative reasoning, 1 course is required. So you'll have Math 110, 115, 116, and so on. You pick 1. Area 3, arts and humanities. You need at least 3 courses, 9 semester units, at least 1 course from arts and 1 from the humanities field. And then the third can be from either. So first you have arts. You can take an art class. You can take an English class, film, television class, theater class, music, all kinds of different courses that you can take in here. A dance class. So 1 course from there. Then you look at the humanities. You've got Chinese language, communications, English, French, FTV, German, all these different courses. You've got Spanish, and you can take 1 of those classes. Now your third course you can pick from this section, the arts and humanities, the arts section, or humanities, and it is fulfilled. So those are how you're going to go ahead and fulfill those. And then they keep going. Now, the last part I'm going to point to is language other than English. This is a UC requirement only. And if you look here, there's a proficiency equivalent of 2 years in high school in the same language with a grade of C, or earn a score of 3 or higher on the AP foreign language test, or 550 on the College Board Achievement Test in foreign language, or complete one of the foreign language courses listed below. So doing any of those will fulfill the UC requirement, and you're going to see that you've got the different languages listed for the ABC course. CSU graduation requirement in U.S. History, Constitution, and American Ideals. It's not part of the IGETC, but it may be completed prior to transfer. This is 6 units. So you would take a History 107 and a Political Science. Your high school classes do not count. This is IGETC. This is college. It's different. History 108 and Political Science is a different way you can do this. History 110 and Political Science is another different way, and so on. Now you will see that you have in all of these AP exams. If you pass the AP test, including with this one, with a 3 or higher, that class can be used for it. So for instance, American history is history 107, 108. And so if you pass the AP exam, then it will qualify for this. Now, if you just take it at ABC, you take, say, for instance, history 108 and political science, this is the only ones, these two areas, the only ones that count this way. This actually fulfills this area, but it can also fulfill any of these areas. Now, the key thing is if a class is listed in, for instance, this section, and it's listed in, for instance, this section, it doesn't count for both. You can only use the course in the area one time. And then once you hit another area, you cannot reuse that class. It counts for a different one. So that's important to know in your credits. Now, these two down here, these two bottom ones, that's the only one that you can double count. Where if you take a History 107, for instance, in a political science class here, it can also be counted for here. That's the only exception with these two bottom ones. The rest of them, you can only take one time in that area and it fulfills it. Okay, the last thing I'm going to show you, which is kind of fun, is how can I be taking prereqs that count towards my IGETC while also preparing me for my major, right? So if you look, this is CSUN's majors, okay? So we're going to do English because it's my favorite subject. And we're going to go in and look at, let's get a bachelor's degree in English with literature emphasis. So these are all the courses that I would need to take in order to get my bachelor's degree. Now, 300 and 400 level courses, you cannot take at ABC. ABC is 100s and 200s. But you'll notice there are some lower division 200s that are prerequisites that I need to take, and you've got them listed here, right? So the key thing with these ones is that you can take these classes and they fulfill your IGETC and your prereqs, because you have to take these lower division classes before you take your upper divs. And you can take these while you're at ABC, fulfilling your IGETC, your general ed requirements at the same time. So how do you do that? If you go to the Welcome to Assist, you're going to put your academic year. Then you're going to put the institution. We are at ABC. Then you're going to say, well, where am I trying to go to? Well, I'm trying to go to CSUN. That's what I looked up. So I want to see what are the course acceptances for requirements for articulated. What will count at ABC that will transfer over to Cal State Northridge? So I'm going to view the agreement, and then it'll list majors. So remember, I'm looking for English. So I'm going to scan down and I'm going to look for English. And I'm looking at a bachelor's degree. I'm not doing an honors option. I'm not doing the junior. I'm doing English with option in literature, bachelor's degree. So I'm clicking on that one. And then it's going to give me what classes are required for the CSUN. This is all the CSUN general catalog, what's required for my major, and what classes at ABC fulfill those. So if we look here, there are 3 courses that are required for my general ed major, and there are 3 courses that ABC has them. So let's go look at the requirements. Requirements, I have 9 units I have to take, right? I have to take 1 of each of these. All 3 of these are required. And if you look, they're listed in the IGETC, all 3, right? Now I want to go to ABC, and I want to see English 225, English 227, English 221, or English 222. Where is that on my IGETC? So am I looking on it and I'm going to look for English to see, look at that, humanities right here. So English 221, 225, and 227 all count. Now remember, this is 3 courses required, 9 semester units. One of them has to be in this one. Okay, so there's English 235. Is that one of those classes? Gosh darn it, no, it's not. But let's look here. Is it in here? No, it's not. What a bummer. But if we look here, though, I'll take one of these other arts because I'm an English major. I think I want to actually take this English class. Now, it might not be available. Courses might be full. ABC may not offer it for a semester, so I can't count on it. But if I can try to take that class, I want to try to take that class because that's what my major is. But humanities, I need 225, right? 258, 259, 275, 258, 259, 275. I need these 3 courses for sure, 225, 227, and either 221 or 222. So if we look, these 3 classes are all 221, 225, 227. They're all listed here. So I'll take one of these classes, and then I'm required to take 2 more. So I'm going to go ahead and see 3 courses. So 1 class from here, and then I'm going to take the other 2 here. And this is going to help me fulfill it. Now, again, if you're a STEM major, you've still got the same type of options in there, guys. So you have to look at what are your required classes, what are your assist classes, and then what are the IGETC fulfillments. And that's the key thing that you're going to be doing. So now go ahead and take a minute to pause and take a look at your transcripts. Take a look at what IGETC you have completed, and then go and look at your major. Look at assist.org and see what classes can you take that are going to fulfill your IGETC while helping you to explore your major. This is also the opportunity to explore different majors. Try different classes out because this is your opportunity to see what that career might be. You'd be studying it all day. You'd be working it in that job all day. You want to make sure that it's something you actually enjoy. So good luck, and I hope this helps.